everybody, we're back in the kitchen with professional Lisa Corrado. She's a professional chef and nutritionist and teaching us to cook the flexitarian way. And as we mentioned, you love blending vegetarian dishes with meat and fish for a broader appeal, right?
I really do, because I think you really, for a lot of people, you have to make vegetables very interesting and appealing. So a dish like this is very appealing. People don't feel like they're missing out on something. They have a little shrimp, maybe a little chicken, but they also get lots of vegetables.
Now, do your clients like this because you offer nutritional counseling and you also offer meal planning? Do they love this type of cooking?
They do love this type of cooking because I show them it's easy. It shouldn't be daunting, and it's also a nice way. I'll show one of the tricks to get a little extra vegetables in your kids too.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so walk us through what you're going to teach us today. Let's start with the ingredients that we have today first.
This is a roasted red pepper sauce, and it's very, very simple. We start off roasting the peppers, and I love to show this technique.
Okay.
You can do a couple of different things. You can roast it on an open flame whole. You can stick it under the broiler whole, but I find the easiest way is just to cut this into a flat piece of pepper.
Okay.
And then, this is work you have to do at some point anyway. You've got to get the inside out.
Oh, that's easy,
And if you do this now, you get it out of the way. You get a nice flat piece of pepper.
Oh.
Put it right on the tray, and this is going to go in the broiler. Everything's going to broil evenly because it's nice and flat.
Yes.
And then all you need to do, once they're broiled, I stick them in a bowl and I put some saran wrap over them. So what happens is the steam loosens the skins. So you've got the nice smoky flavor from charring the pepper, and then the steam helps cook it too, and then
we're just pulling it off.
We're just pulling it right off.
Okay. And this is called, what do you call this sauce again that you're making?
This is a roasted red pepper sauce.
Okay,
and
perfect.
that's the base. We're going to do a couple different things today.
Okay.
This one that we're going to do has white beans as the protein.
Okay.
So this is going to be completely vegan. We're going to, and it's so simple. We're going to just throw these in here.
Put those in there.
Here's some others that I already did.
Okay. And how many would you really use? We would actually ideally roast 2, right? Or broil 2?
I would do 6 because we want to serve 4 people.
Okay, perfect.
And then if you have any left over, it's a bonus.
I love leftovers, okay?
And then it's just a little parsley.
Okay.
And you don't have to, since you're going to put it in the food processor, you don't have to chop it a lot, which is nice too.
Beautiful. And then how much garlic do we want to use?
2 cloves of garlic. I just smashed them up a little bit.
Okay.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it smells so good. That's what's great about this cooking. And now
a little white wine.
White wine.
If you don't want to use white wine, you can use a little water, a little chicken broth, a little vegetable broth, anything like that. Just a little salt and pepper.
And then we're going to pulse it, right? I have learned being on this show enough about pulsing. There we go.
Yep, we're just going to pulse it up.
Okay. And start to finish, how long would you say something like this would make? Because it seems fairly easy.
It is very easy. The peppers are going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to roast.
Okay.
So I put them in the oven to broil.
Okay.
And I turn it after 5 minutes. And I just check them. If they need a little bit more, they need a little bit more. 10 minutes in the bowl to steam. And then you just pull it off.
All right, beautiful.
Now, I keep this a little bit chunky. It doesn't want to be smooth.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. And then we want our pan kind of warm. We heat it up.
Yep, and you're going to notice I'm not putting any oil in here.
I noticed that earlier. Why?
Yeah, because it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. This is a nice, light, fresh sauce. Adding oil is going to make it a little heavier, but it doesn't really need it at all.
I love that. Okay, so we're just going to dump it in the pan.
I'm just going to put this in here.
Okay.
And you can see how fast this goes.
Yeah.
And I've used this sauce for a few different things, not just for pasta.
Okay.
Let me turn this on.
Sure.
But you can use it. This is a great appetizer. Put it over toasted bread, like a bruschetta.
Yes, that sounds delicious.
Yep, it's great on its own. You could just leave it here and not add anything else.
But we're going to add the white beans for protein.
We're going to add white beans.
Okay.
Yep, white beans for protein. This is a vegetarian and a flexitarian secret. I mean,
and you were saying earlier, folks, I mean, we could use this with chicken. You can use this over shrimp. I mean, you can really use this for whatever your taste buds crave.
Right, it's true.
Okay.
So in our house, we kind of swap it because the shrimp is a little more exotic, it's a little more fun, but I also want my family to eat beans and get the fiber from it without the saturated fat of the animal proteins.
So how long will we let this cook again?
This is just going to cook, simmer 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes.
That's it.
And it's done.
And then it's done. When we do it with the shrimp, we cook it until the shrimp is pink, and that's going to be maybe about 10 minutes. It depends on the size of your shrimp, too.
Okay.
These are large shrimp. You can use really any size shrimp.
Look at this, Lisa. Now, you brought something interesting, spaghetti squash. I'm a huge fan of spaghetti squash. Tell me why you chose spaghetti squash for this meal, because a lot of people, I think, are a little bit more like, oh, no pasta.
Right. A lot of people are a little leery of pasta, and I have to say there's some great pastas out there on the market now. There's multigrain pastas with a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, but this is a great way to get sort of a spaghetti pasta-like dish with pure vegetables. And what I did here was I took the spaghetti squash, we've got one in the display right here, I just cut it across the middle, scooped up the seeds, and I microwaved it for 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And that's all it took to cook it.
And then we would serve it like this, Lisa? Is that okay?
Just serve it like that. Yep, just serve it like that. You can also put it over strips of zucchini squash as well.
Wow. I'm going to give this a taste.
Good. I hope you like it.
Let's see here.
And if you
Lisa,
wanted, you can even put some Parmesan cheese on it as well.
Oh, you know what I love? Is you taste the herbs. You taste how fresh the sauce is.
Yep, that's why we didn't add any oil. We don't have to add anything else. There's so much flavor right in that. And you know what? We didn't even put any salt and pepper in there, and there's still a ton of flavor. So it's really super, super healthy.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to eat some more. Lisa Corrado, thank you so much.
You're
Nutritionist and chef. We love when you're here.
Oh,
Always
I love
learn
being
something
here.
good. You're the best.
Thank
All right,
you.
folks, if you want to try Lisa's recipe for yourself, come to our website. It's WTNH.com. Click on Connecticut Style, and you too can be eating healthy in style. All right, coming up next for all of us, tips for spicing up your relationship when Connecticut Style returns. Stick around, everybody.